Hello, my name is Duncan Alderdice, and the reason I'm making these videos is to document the journey I take as I become who I am. Today was a really good day, very high energy day. Could have been better, but I mean, overall, we're still happy with it. First item of business, 119 dials on the day. Love that the outreach is high. 3 demos booked as well, so fuck yeah on that. There were 10 meetings that were scheduled. One second. I'm gonna be listening to that the entire time. There were 10 meetings that I had on the books, but 3. Hold on, let's go. 1, 2 of the ones that were self-generated had to be rescheduled. Those came through LinkedIn, so we'll just send messages later. One wasn't held in the morning. No demos closed and no follow-ups closed. That was kind of disappointing. I also had one that was at 7 o'clock. That I called once and he didn't pick up. This was the guy that I demoed yesterday after I made this one, and I'm glad that I actually held. It was an inbound call. I'm glad I just went for the on-the-fly demo rather than booking the time, because I got the feeling, like the way that he was talking, these guys, the archetype or like type of buyer who never shows up to the meetings. So this is the only time I can get him on the phone. I think I should have done a better job trying to hard close, like offer and promo, really going for it. At least I did something, but I think I could have done more because, again, didn't show up to this one today. So my gut was correct when thinking there's no point booking another time today for that guy. But the real thing that occurred was there's a demo booking competition going on, and at the end, I didn't win it. Like, I came 3rd place. But like there was 2 other people on the team, someone who booked 10 demos today, another person who booked 8. Like the energy was high, and seeing other people being able to do that much kind of really inspired me and jazzed me up to keep dialing and keep that outreach. And I like that's the case. Number 1, because that makes the people they're doing well. But number 2, being in that type of environment incentivizes the things that I want to be pursuing myself. And again, when your internal state matches the external state, that is when you're going to be able to make the most progress towards the goals that you have for yourself. It makes me question whether or not 150 dials or 3 book demos is enough, or if each demo booked should take away 50, if that's too much. But anyways, it's a standard that we want to set at the end of the day. If I've made 150 dials, or I've booked 3 demos, or held 6 demos, or closed a deal, I'm happy, and I've been doing that. Yeah, no, we're gonna stick with that, just for the time being. End of the day, also had a really long chat with my sales manager, though it wasn't so much work related. It was more just kind of like, I don't know how to say it. It's not like blending work into personal, like more, like I'd say more friend like type conversation than specifically about work, though some of it had to do with that. But that was fun. I need to eat something. I officially signed the lease today for the apartment and sent the first deposit. More on that later, when there's things to develop. Basically, I think that I can get the rent down, just because I'm saying it already. I think I can get the rent down because the previous tenant was paying what the current rent I've been offered that I signed for is 21% higher than what the current tenant is. And the thing says that the reason for the increase is due to renovations. But if you look online, there's like there's a governmental body that kind of like regulates these sort of things and shows that if renovations of $5,000 occurred, it affords you to increase the rent by 7.8%, which is, I don't know if my math's correct, but nowhere fucking close to 21%. Which then just means either the apartment that I went and visited is getting a complete makeover, which can't be the case because I also confirmed that the first date that I could move in would be July 1st because the current tenant doesn't get out until July 30th and they want to do a quick clean of the place. So they don't actually have the time to do renovations that are in excess of $5,000, which means that I just have to contact the Tribunal Administratif Logical. It's TAL, the TAL, to be like, hey, can you fix the rent? I have to do that within 10 days of me signing it, so within the next 2 weeks. And once that is done, then that'll bring it down to something which well, we'll see what it is. Right now it's at $14.79, but it could bring down, which is nice because I was going into it thinking like I pay $14.79 within the budget underneath that $1,500 ceiling for the upgrade, but it might make the deal might be a bit sweeter. Yep, I think that I got a comment from someone yesterday, or this on a video. They were talking about guessing my astrological profile. Then I replied with a comment, and then they replied with a bunch of different comments. They mentioned that they thought I would be into Carl Jung, or I had the same sort of profile as Carl Jung, which I thought was interesting because of the fact that I'm interested in Carl Jung stuff. What am I going to do this weekend? Probably read a bunch. Yeah, go for a walk. I haven't eaten, not that I haven't eaten all day. I've only had like rice cakes. I used to have like microwaved meals ready, but I don't now because they, instead of being 2 for $7, are now like $4.50. Whatever the deal was that made me willing to buy them is no longer applies, so I stopped. And I did make the pasta salad like I said I would yesterday, because then I got the phone call. I made sausages instead, which was delicious. Should I order food? Probably not, but I think I might. But I don't know, it's the same, that like what I'm ordering for takeout now. The stuff that's actually good is what I spent my birthday money on, and I'm not gonna spend like I can't justify $70 for Pokeballs. Like I can't do that. What I'm thinking is more something in the $30 range, and the $30 range is just like, it's the same, it's not the food that I want to be eating. Like it's like I could get pizza, but it's like Domino's. Like it's just fucking, you're shoveling shit in your mouth. And I want the pasta thing, but then I also, no, I can't just have that. I'm tired. It's a good day. It's technically a long weekend, though the Monday I still will be working because that, I mean, there's a bunch of things booked for that day. And I don't really have much else to do at this point in my life, but that's okay. Maybe I'll try to figure out if I actually will just start purchasing the domain name. I can tell I'm tired at the end of the day here. It's been a good day though. I think it's just more going, no, I didn't close the deal, but I did book 3 demos. Someone else booked like 8 and 10, which just changes the belief of how many you can book in a day. But more just like $100 on the day, 3 demos booked, a bunch of reschedules, but I don't feel shit because I've still, like the prospecting train is still moving. Like, no, nothing's closed, but I've done the work to ensure that stuff will happen again in the future. And yeah, that's that. I'm rambling now. I'll tell I'm at the end of it. But Clementine Club, I appreciate you sticking around to the end of the video, and you should remember to believe in yourself, because you're more capable of doing great things than you give yourself credit. I'll talk to you later.